This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming at you with a review of U.D.O's brand new compilation album, The Legacy. For those of you who are unaware, U.D.O is the solo project of singer Udo Dirkschneider, who sang for Accept in the 70s, 80s, and I think sometime in the 90s. If you're tuned in to Brutally Delicious, I'm sure you already knew that. The band has been going on and off since 1987, so quite an illustrious career. Not even mentioning, of course, that U.D.O turned 70 this past spring. This is especially remarkable as a lot of the newer tracks have him sounding just like he did back in the Animal House days. Some people said Ronnie James Dio maintained his voice into his 60s, but even, you could definitely tell he didn't sound like Holy Diver quality towards the end. U.D.O actually sounds like he's still in his prime. As far as I know, that puts him and Glenn Hughes as the only people in that league. The most interesting thing about this compilation is that it goes in reverse chronological order. The first bunch of tracks are from the last few years. It also lacks some of their more traditional hits. Again, Animal House is not on this. Time Bomb, also not. Pretty audacious of them. It kind of reminds me of when Megadeth put out a compilation a few years ago that didn't have P-Cells. Anyways, this is 33 fucking songs, so I'm not going to dilly-dally too much and just try to talk about which ones stood out. The first song on the compilation is called Fear Detector, and this was released last year. It sounds like a classic track. Like, wow. His voice is still going strong, and the band stayed modern with their production, so it doesn't sound dated or like a band 30 years past their heyday. There's another modern track on here that stood out called Metal Never Dies. Anyone else hear The Doctor Is Calling by Megadeth in this one? I can't believe I just referenced a song from Risk. Pandemonium is a really cool symphonic piece. That said, some of these songs still kind of sound like Accept-style songwriting, and this one, even the guitar solo has a tone that sounds like old Wolf Hoffman. Wow. Make the Move. Really good Accept vibes. Again, if it sounds disingenuous, I love Accept, so I'm definitely not saying anything bad there. I challenge listeners, other than Ozzy, has anyone gone solo with a different style and had fans react positively? What a Hell of a Night was a fantastic major key metal song. This is definitely going on my phone and was probably my favorite song on the entire comp. The song Pain, sort of similar. I think it's in a major key. It seems a little happy for that kind of title, but great song. And for a change of style, Falling Angels was some nice modern heavy shit. The song Rock and Roll Soldiers. This is, I mean this in a good way, perfectly corny. Reminds me of London Weather Boys by Accept. Dominator, another badass track. The theme park King's Dominion should do a tie-in with their roller coaster called Dominator. Mastercutor, another great anthem. I'm going to pause here for a second and just point out that a whole lot of these tracks that I'm praising were released in the twilight of the band's career. That's really impressive. I confess that before giving this a spin, I saw U.D.O as a legacy band. If I wanted to see them live, it'd be because I wanted to hear Fast as a Shark. Now, I don't think he ever tours the U.S., but if it does happen, I'm in. Now, back to more songs. Man and Machine really stood out. Metal Eater, that's track 27 on this compilation, and we finally hit a song that I've heard before. Futureland. This one sounds a whole lot like Princess of the Dawn at first, but eventually blossoms into a really well-written song. I'm starting to feel bad comparing them to Accept all the time. It's been, 30, 40 years or something. But it is the most obvious comparison, and again, I mean it in a good way. Those are great songs. And one last point of praise, Blitz of Lightning. Here's another great one. It reminds me of some Accept song. I can't remember which. I'm 30-something songs in. Give me a break. This was the lengthiest album I have ever reviewed for this publication, and I'm not mad. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Again, the reverse chronology sounds like a disaster for a band that's known for its classic hits, but I actually loved it. U.D.O, I hope you keep going till you're 90. Rock on.
Hello out there. Yes, hello out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.